Rookie of the Year race is over, but we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
For me and Camille, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So, like, it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of, like, just moving on has been something I've tried to give myself a little bit of grace.
But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
Caitlin Clark has just made Wnba history by being named the Unanimous Rookie of the Year, with every voter selecting her for the honor. However, Angel Reese has expressed her dissatisfaction with the result, openly questioning whether Clark genuinely earned the award.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. It's only 22.
Can you believe the drama unfolding right before us? This has escalated beyond just an award. It's a full-blown clash of titans, a rivalry that's captivating everyone. You might be asking, what's the big deal? Well, trust me, this is monumental.
But they still ask you about Rookie of the Year. Yeah. What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. So I don't know when like it started to just break out where I was just in Rookie of the Year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out. So if I am Rookie of the Year, God, thank you. If I'm not, back to the drawing board, and I just want to win.
We're about to delve into a story that's shaking the basketball world to its core. It has it all. Incredible talent, fierce rivalry, and a heated debate that's lighting up both fans and players. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Ready to see how this unfolds? Let's break it down and uncover why this unanimous decision is generating such a stir.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
All right, let's get into the details of Clark's season. Winning Rookie of the Year unanimously is a remarkable achievement, but that's just the beginning. Her on-court performance has led many to argue that she didn't just have a standout rookie season. She redefined what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. So how did she accomplish this? You're about to discover the answer.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark, but a member of the Chicago Sky, the national title winner at LSU, and she talked about where all this attention started with her and Caitlin Clark.
First off, Clark didn't just break records, she obliterated them. Remember when I mentioned that she achieved something no other rookie in WNBA history has accomplished? Here it is. She's the first rookie to record multiple triple-doubles in a single season. That's right. Asterisk, multiple asterisk. Can you believe it? This isn't just impressive. It's next level.
The Indiana Fever made the playoffs. They didn't play last night, but thanks to Las Vegas with a win over Chicago and Phoenix with a win over Atlanta, the Indiana Fever have their first playoff berth since 2016. 2 years ago, their home attendance was 1,800 fans. Their average this year, home attendance, is 17,000. That's almost 10 times. And, of course, the big difference is Caitlin Clark.
But wait, there's more. Clark didn't just lead her team in assists. She topped the entire league with an average of 8.4 assists per game. That's not just impressive. It's record-breaking. Over the course of 40 regular season games, she accumulated 337 assists, shattering the single-season assist record, all in her rookie year.
This is a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon. And if I said to any of these people who think Caitlin Clark is not the Rookie of the Year, I'd say, who would you want to start your friend?
Now, you might be asking, okay, but what about scoring? Well, get ready, because Clark wasn't done rewriting the record books. She shattered the rookie season points record by scoring an incredible 769 points. And here's the kicker. That total not only outpaced other rookies, but also eclipsed the single-season franchise record previously held by her own teammate, Kelsey Mitchell. Talk about making an entrance.
I think she should be up for MVP. Rookie of the Year, foregone conclusion. But I think MVP. Now, I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. But A'ja Wilson is the best player in the game. Not even a debate. But I'm talking about value now. Value to a franchise, value to a league, getting your team in the playoffs. They had the number one pick. They were the worst team last year. And there is value that I can attach.
But here's where it gets really intriguing. Clark's phenomenal performance didn't just look impressive on paper. It led to actual wins. Her standout play was instrumental in the Indiana Fever clinching their first playoff berth since 2016. That's right, Clark didn't just shine individually. She played a pivotal role in transforming the entire team.
Michael Jordan was the most valuable player every single year because of what he meant to his team and what he meant to the league. And, oh, by the way, winning 6 titles. Can't argue with that. Caitlin Clark may not win titles. Las Vegas is still a great team. But the fact that she is doing what she's doing and at a very high level, it's now commonplace where she'll go for 26 and 12. I mean, those are great numbers for any player, no matter how long you've been in the league.
So when we talk about Clark's unanimous selection as Rookie of the Year, we're not just discussing a talented player. We're talking about someone who entered the league and instantly started breaking records left and right. This is a rookie who led the entire league in a major statistical category and played a crucial role in turning her team from struggling to playoff contenders.
And look, Angel Reese, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her? Other than she plays really, really hard, and I liken her game to Moses Malone. Moses Malone was relentless. So it's not that I don't appreciate who she is or how she plays. There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
Now, you might assume Clark's journey to Rookie of the Year was smooth sailing, but there's another side to this narrative. Remember Angel Reese? The media had everyone convinced we were in for a nail-biter, so what actually transpired?
Saying Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark is saying Rodman was better than Michael Jordan, or Ben Wallace was better than Kobe, or even Andre Drummond was better than LeBron. And I shouldn't have to point out that Angel Reese is actually a poor defender.
Let's take a moment to discuss Angel Reese. She's the other rookie sensation who had everyone talking. The media couldn't stop comparing her to Clark, crafting a narrative of an epic showdown for Rookie of the Year. It felt like they were setting the stage for a basketball blockbuster.
But her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese?
But here's the catch. Some people started calling out this narrative, arguing that it was all hype, and that the race wasn't nearly as close as everyone made it out to be. Can you believe it? After all that build-up, we're now hearing it might have been exaggerated.
But the eyeballs on the WNBA really have to do with Caitlin Clark. Now, you might, if you stay long enough, maybe you'll see something or someone there you go, okay, I'm entertained by this. But there's nothing wrong with admitting that you watch a sport because of one singular person.
So what happened when Clark won unanimously? It completely shattered the narrative of a close race, leaving Reese far from pleased, not at all. In fact, she openly claimed that Clark didn't deserve the award.
When it's all said and done, this quote about Caitlin Clark by Kennedy Carter will go down as the single worst quote in the history of all sports. I don't know who the biggest hater of Caitlin Clark is at this point.
You've heard about Caitlin Clark's insane rookie year, right? Well, not everyone's thrilled. Kennedy Carter completely lost it after Clark was named first team All-WNBA and Rookie of the Year. But here's the real shocker. Clark's response to the hate might be even more impressive than her record-breaking stats.
She's going to face a level of racism from black players, and she's going to face a level of hostility from lesbian players because she's not on team LGBTQ.
Let's break down what made Clark's rookie season so jaw-dropping. Can you believe she averaged 24 points and 8.5 assists per game since August? That's not just impressive, it's superstar level. And here's the kicker. She didn't just win Rookie of the Year. She won it unanimously. Plus, she made first team All-Wnba as a rookie, which is practically unheard of.
Could Caitlin Clark in Indiana taking on the Sun, right? The Sun, they are the favorites, but odds makers give the Fever the best shot of any underdog to pull off an upset in the first round, despite having only 19 games of combined playoff experience on their roster. So you're actually going to be on the call for this one, right, Ryan? That's Sunday on ABC. And in a year that Caitlin Clark, I mean, sky-high expectations, and somehow she still shattered.
But here's where things get really interesting. Clark didn't just put up big numbers. She transformed the entire Indiana Fever, taking them from struggling to playoff contenders. So how did one rookie make such a huge impact? That's exactly what we're diving into. And trust me, this story is far from over. Not everyone's thrilled about Clark's success. In fact, one player's reaction might just shock you.
The WNBA has a problem with box office. They want to focus everyone's attention on box score because they don't like the person who's bringing the box office, who's actually bringing the crowd, selling tickets, driving television ratings. Caitlin Clark is box office. The WNBA has suffered from a lack of box office. Caitlin Clark is clearly the most valuable player in the history of the WNBA. She's clearly the best rookie the WNBA has ever seen.
You'd expect Clark's toughest critics to be her own teammates, right? Wrong. Her harshest judgment came from someone who's never even played with her. And that criticism backfired in the most spectacular way possible.
Then Kennedy just give you an opportunity to talk about that moment between you and Caitlin. What was that play, what was said, and kind of what led to?
Next question. Yeah, like Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit. Yeah. After I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Chelsea Carter took a swing at Clark's success, questioning her abilities in a big way. She asked, aside from three-point shooting,